Hi friends, welcome back to Black Cat Guidance. All kind people are welcome here. It is storming right now. It's very powerful outside, so I thought this would be a great time to do a reading. And I've chosen to just do an open reading for each group and let the universe tell us what it wants us to know. It has been just a beautiful summer. As you see, all these wildflowers have been gifted to me from the earth. Summer is so generous, and I've made myself a wand because I did not have one because they never felt right to me. This is from a white oak tree from my land. I only make wands out of wood that has fallen in a storm or was offered up in some way like that. I hope you can hear that thunder. It's so powerful, and hopefully that'll give us a very powerful reading today. I'm also making wands out of white oak, black walnut, and sugar maple because that's what I have right now, and it takes me a while to make them. So if you're interested in them, I really try to keep all the natural grain look. I do make them smooth by sanding, and then I treat them with frankincense oil that I make myself. And this is the coolest thing. This little white oak tree has a star going through all the branches, and I don't know if you can tell that. It's not going to show, but there's just a little inclusion in the wood that looks like a star. Anyway, I make the frankincense oil myself and put it on the wood to preserve it, but otherwise I really want to keep it natural. None of this is carved in there. They're all natural inclusions in the wood, but it's just perfect, right? So if you're interested at all, please send me a message through blackcatguidance.com or blackcatguidance@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to make one for you, sell one to you. I put a lot of heart in this. These trees are hundreds of years old. They've been on my property for longer than the house has been here probably, and my house is over 100 years old. And this land has been in my family for a long time. So this is very sacred resources that I'm using here. So if you're interested, please let me know. I like mine plain. I can jazz them up with crystals or, wrap it, in something, silk or something. But I really like to have a connection, a skin connection with the wood. All right. So, again, blackcatguidance.com or blackcatguidance@gmail.com. Let's get into the readings. Okay, as always, friends, I have 3 groups here. Group 1, Group 2, and Group 3. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes. Choose your group. And as always, the timestamps are down in the description. Hi, Group 1. This is your chosen pile. Your oracle card is, appropriately, the gardener. Okay, so let's get you some tarot and see what message we have from Spirit today. I'm sorry, my words are coming slowly today. I'm not sure why, but I'm sure there's a reason for it. Okay, we have the Death card, also known as the Death and Rebirth card. It's not a bad card. We have Spirit, Group 1, please. Sorry about the shadows. The lighting's weird in this old creepy house, and I like it like that. Think of it as Nosferatu or something. We have Six of Pentacles. Great. Oops. I hope that's not a portent of anything. We have Temperance. And sorry, my hands are dirty. I have been out in the garden today. Ooh, we have Sun. And this one. King of Wands. Let's move this back just a little bit. Okay. All right, so we have Death, Six of Pentacles, Temperance, Sun, and Wands. This gardener makes me think of you've invested in something, okay? So let's take a look at this card. Oh, I thought that was a bag of seeds, but it's actually the bulb. And look, it's growing houses. She's made of houses. So she's growing what she put into that. Okay? And this is telling me that you have made some sort of investment. It doesn't have to be financial. It could be an emotional investment in someone. But you felt like you had to start over. Maybe you started over and you thought, for example, you know, I've invested in all the wrong people in my life. You know, I've surrounded myself with all the wrong people. They're always negative. They don't support me. They take little pot shots at me to make sure I don't get too confident in myself. And so now I need to end that and start investing in myself so I know how to invest in the right people. For example, this is a collective reading. So, you know, take it as it resonates. You could apply that to another example. But what I'm seeing with the Six of Pentacles is it's balancing out. You are investing in the right way. This is reciprocation. So you're definitely going to get what you put into this, finally. Finally. And you're also going to learn that you shouldn't have to try hard. I mean, when you invest in people that are worthy to invest in, it feels like a joy, for one thing. You don't feel like you have to protect your resources from them because you know that they respect you and they respect your boundaries and they respect what is yours and what is theirs. And you can be a little more free with everything and honest and collaborative because you can trust each other. That's a sure sign that you're around people that are not good for you, is when you feel like you have to be guarded all the time. I'm not saying, you know, let everybody know everything is the only way to get close to somebody, but I'm saying that if your natural response is to say, oh, I don't want to share that with them because they'll make fun of me, or I don't want to share that with them because they'll just put me down, even if it's joking, you know, no bueno, like, I grew up in a culture where, oddly enough, it's very common for the people you're close to be cruel to you. And it's supposed to be all in good fun and all that. And it's not healthy. It's not a healthy dynamic. And so if you're feeling like resistance in a relationship like that, where, gosh, I don't really want them to know this yet because I don't know what they're going to say, or, you know, they might make me feel bad about it, I would say start pulling back from that, okay? And use your own brain and use your own heart. always. Do not give your power away to tarot. But it's generally a good idea. If someone's making you not feel good, they're not good for you. Like, we have enough self-doubt, right? We don't need somebody to give us more self-doubt. We're plenty self-critical. We don't need someone else to criticize us. And a lot of times, like, they use the excuse that they're being helpful or something. And there are ways to suggest things and be helpful without being rude or condescending or dominant in the relationship, or like you don't have faith that they're smart enough to do the right thing. Okay? So, this is saying that's what it should feel like. It should feel like when you approach somebody that you love with an idea, say you want to start a new business, and it's a really off the wall kind of thing for you normally, and they go, "You're crazy," or "What? How are you going to do that? You're too busy with this, and you don't have enough money for this, and I don't believe anybody's going to buy it," and whatever it is. That's not helpful. That's not kind. And it's not about you. It's about their own insecurities. Okay? So, part of this investment is investing in yourself and investing in your own confidence. So when you do get messages like that from other people, you're smart enough and strong enough to say, that's not about me. I'm not going to make decisions based on that person's fear. Okay? And this is going to lead you to amazing things. I mean, this is the Sun card. This is the happiest card in the whole deck. This is how you're really going to shine. This is how you deserve to feel. You're going to blossom under this new self-care where you invest in the right people. You'll know when you do because things will get easier. You'll feel supported. You'll feel happy. I'll be honest, I spent a long chunk of my life, too long, around the wrong people. And I didn't know any better. I was young. And, I remember being excited because I decided to go back to grad school. And I called my best friend at the time and I said, "Hey, I think I'm finally going to do it. I think I'm finally going to go." And she goes, "Nobody's going to give you a loan for grad school. Where are you going to get the money?" Even if she's right, that's not okay. Please know this. Please know that that person does not have your best interest at heart. Please know that you deserve better. Okay? And then we have the King of Wands here, which, this is leading to you sitting in this energy of being rock steady, knowing what you deserve, knowing what you want, having the ability and the desire to go after what you want, getting rid of self-limiting beliefs, okay? And not listening to the haters, essentially. That's what you're going to be sitting in with this investment. It's a really good investment. Let's get some advice from Spirit. Ooh. We have the Seven of Wands. That makes sense. We have the High Priestess. We have the Six of Wands. Yes, friend. Oh my goodness. We have the Magician. we have the Six of Cups, and we have the Four of Cups. This looks so great. Well, the Seven of Wands here is a very, very clear mandate to protect yourself. Protect your own interest. Don't be a people pleaser. Protect what you've built for yourself. You don't have to give that all away, especially for just, the off-the-cuff opinions of somebody else, right? Really stand strong in that. And you will, because, look, you've got the High Priestess, man. I feel like this exercise in investing in yourself is also going to inform you in a way that's going to help your career or your goal, whatever your goal is in this, in some way. This learning process is actually going to help you in this pursuit. It's going to make you better at whatever it is you do. It's going to make you wiser. I mean, Six of Wands is victory. You're absolutely victorious over this. It's going to bring you into alignment and bring you all the opportunities without the obstacles. Okay? Not that there aren't going to be any obstacles, but you're going to know how to get around them. It's going to be so much easier and less confusing this time because you made this investment. Everything's going to transform. Everything's going to transform for you. And you're getting back to your old self, I'm hearing. You're getting back to your old self. Maybe you had a dream in childhood that you thought was unrealistic or unreasonable. But this is going to bring you back to who you really were before you had all that self-doubt, okay? It wasn't unrealistic. It wasn't unreasonable. We just listened to the wrong people instead of ourselves, okay? And the last part of this advice is we've got the Four of Cups. Don't focus on your resentment of these people that you surrounded yourself by, that gave you bad advice, that weren't in your corner. Don't focus on any of that. Only look toward the future, okay? It hurts. It's okay to sit in that hurt for a little bit, but it's gone. It's in the past, and everything good is waiting for you ahead, okay? So you, don't waste your time. Don't waste your energy. Those people, those were lessons. You had to go through that to get here, to this victory. So don't resent it. It was necessary. It was painful, but necessary. Okay, let's get you a few more little outcome cards here and see. If you continue on this path, Ten of Wands and Nine of Swords. The hard part is over, my friend. That was the hard part. Growing from those painful encounters was the hard part. So, that part is over. You can relax, knowing that you're starting to put your investment in the right place. You're starting to put your heart in the right place, okay? And the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Congratulations. Yeah, something that you've wanted for a long time is coming your way because you've decided to invest in yourself instead of trying to please other people. Okay, I hope you enjoyed your I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it resonated, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. Hi, Group 2. Here's your reading. It shows this beautiful chunk of jade, which I like. It's so healing and comforting. Let's see what your oracle cards have to say. Mermaid's Love, number 24. Okay, let's get your tarot and see what message Spirit has for you today. Wow, okay. That's too many, Spirit. We have the Six of Wands, which is victory, by the way. We have the King of Pentacles. Ooh, did you get a promotion? We have the Chariot. We have the Seven of Swords. And we have the Emperor. Friend, you are powerful. You are powerful. Now, this is a collective reading, so, you know, the exact circumstances might be different for everyone. But right off the bat, I am definitely seeing someone who is victorious in business. Perhaps you got a promotion after a lot of battling and backstabbing, maybe. Not you backstabbing, but, you know, maybe you had to really wade through a bunch of hard things. Betrayal, maybe, to get to where you were going. Or maybe you're thinking about applying for a promotion, but you know, I'm seeing you at the end of this as the Emperor, which means, you know, you're sitting in power. So whatever the situation is, you've got control over it. I mean, you've won control over it because you're sitting in this King of Pentacles energy right now. And you will be sitting in the Emperor energy. And, you know, that King of Pentacles energy is very measured, very businesslike, very reasonable, very grounded energy, very wise. And, you know, you have nothing but movement here, upward movement. The thing about the Chariot is nothing can stop it. It destroys anything in its path. So we have these Seven of Swords here, which is, you know, betrayal and just really nasty stuff. And this Chariot is going to just roll right over that. No problem. Don't even give that stuff a second thought. And what I'm hearing with this Mermaid Love is that you might have been hesitant to go down this path because you felt like a fish out of water. You felt like you didn't belong in that world for whatever reason. And Spirit is saying, oh yes you do. Not only do you belong there, but you're going to be sitting in a lot of power there. So don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself in that sense, okay? Let's get some advice. That's too many, please, Spirit. Wow, you got that Seven of Swords again. You know, whoa, I just heard somebody did something behind your back that they thought was going to hurt you, but it actually turns out to be for your own good. So maybe you do experience a betrayal that's going to lead you down the correct path. Take that as it resonates. Yeah, you got the Nine of Swords and the new beginning with the Ace of Wands. Okay, let's get a few more. Don't be too discouraged, it says. They say. That's what I'm hearing. Don't be too discouraged because this everything that seems bad is going to lead you down the perfect path. And there you are with the World and the Hermit. Okay, so go your own way. Go your own way is what I heard. And you'll be successful. So this could mean leaving where you are now. Moving overseas, moving to a new state, something like that. It doesn't have to. It could just be, leaving your company, leaving your old way of life. Because this is completion of a cycle, okay? And you're done with that old thing, whatever it is. The old thing that brought you a lot of pain, okay? And you're moving all by yourself into a new place that's happier. Okay? It doesn't have to be career. That's just what I'm seeing, with the King of Pentacles. There's a lot of things that can resonate with that energy. And of course, this is a collective reading. Take it as it resonates. But you're going to have to make a leap of faith by yourself. But it's the right thing. If you feel like this is oddly similar to group 1. Not exactly, but some of the same themes. If you're feeling like you can't trust where you are or trust the people around you, that's not where you're supposed to be. And you need to move out of that. What happens, Spirit? What happens if they move out of that energy? 10 of Pentacles. That's as clear as it gets. Ace of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is complete financial fulfillment, security. Ace of Pentacles is a new offer, a new start, a new opportunity. I don't see anything bad from you moving on. In fact, with the Eight of Swords here, the only thing bad is the things you're making up in your head. The things that you're afraid of are not real. They're not going to happen to you. Don't be afraid. Be afraid of staying. Be afraid of staying because that's not going to help you in any way. You've got a whole great big new opportunity here, but you cannot play it safe. You cannot stay in the same space. You've got to trust in yourself and make a leap on your own, okay? Now use your own brain and your own heart in making any decisions. Do not give your power away to tarot. But that's what I'm seeing here. That's what I'm reading here. And I just feel moved to get a couple more cards. Ooh, you hear that thunder? I love the power of thunderstorms. As long as my power doesn't go out. As long as I have internet. I love nature, but I also love the internet. Yep, you gotta leave that place, sweetheart. Or whatever it is, that situation, that place. You gotta start new. Because where you are right now is not meant for you. Alright, well, I hope this resonated with you. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope you learned something from it. And I hope you'll join us again. Have a great day. Hi, Group 3. You chose this Rainbow Jasper, which is gorgeous. And let's see what your Oracle card has to say. Can you hear me? All right, let's get some tarot and see what Spirit wants you to know. You have the Eight of Swords. You have the Five of Swords. You have the Hierophant. You have the Ten of Swords. Sweetheart, you've been through it. What is going on here? The good news is this 10 is the end of a cycle. So, Knight of Wands. I mean, every single group has gotten end of the cycle energy, starting over energy. So there must be something going on. Astrologically, or I'm not an astrologer by any means, or just, just the way the world feels right now. We're all dissatisfied and ready to make something that is worthy of us, right? Okay, there's something that you're ruminating about. That's something that you're angry about or resentful about or something like that, that you've been sitting on and running around and around and around and around in your brain. This is a collective reading, so it could be something different for everybody. The problem is, other than it being unfair to you to have all that going around in your brain, it's causing conflict in another relationship or in another area of your life, okay? And you have this Oracle card, Can You Hear Me? And I feel like, oh, I just heard, you're not listening because you feel like you're not heard. You're so busy trying to be heard that you can't hear the other side. And it's just leading to more and more and more and more conflict. Take this as it resonates, apply as it resonates. You need a mediator. Wow, this is very specific. You need a mediator, okay? So if this is your spouse, for instance, it may be important to have someone help you hear each other, because I feel like neither of you feel like you're being heard by the other. And I don't think either of you intend that. I get that this is important to you, and that's why it's hurting so much, right? And if this resonates, I urge you to reach out to a therapist, a pastor, a really wise friend who doesn't take sides, which is really hard to find somebody that doesn't take sides, even if they don't let you know that. But really a neutral third party to help you hear each other, because I can't help but feeling this isn't a big deal. It's just becoming a big deal, I don't know if you ever watched The Golden Girls, but I remember Sophia said something to Dorothy one time, like, anger is like a piece of shredded wheat caught in your dentures. If you leave it in there, you get a blister and you have to eat liquids all week. But if you remove it, the sore heals and you feel better. It's not the most eloquent thing, but you get it. You get it, right? They're just they may be small irritants, but if they're not taken care of, they can cause a really big problem. And so what I'm seeing here is it's not a big problem yet, but it will be if it's not taken care of. Let me get you some advice. Oh, I just heard now or never, though. Now or never. So I implore you, if this resonates with you, to take care of this. Some advice, please. Group 3. You have a 9 of Cups. You have 6 of Cups. Man, you guys love each other so much. Yeah, okay, tell them what you want. Be honest about what you want, because they honestly don't know. They want you to have what you want. And they just honestly don't know. They can't read your mind. Thank goodness, right? Please. With no expectations on what they say back. Trust them enough to let them know what it is that you want. You have a deep, deep, deep bond here. This may be a sibling. This may be a soulmate. This may be a childhood best friend. But they're at a loss because they don't know what they don't know. Okay? And so they're a little bit baffled here. Oh, goodness. These cards have a mind of their own. Yeah. You're going to have to make some slow but steady progress with this, okay? Don't expect it to be resolved overnight just because you tell them what you want. But you can start out by saying, hey, I know this can't fix everything, but I really want to start working on this. You're very important to me. Our connection is very important. And so I really want us to work this out and really hear each other. Okay? And say, I don't expect it to be resolved overnight. There's probably many years of stuff here, right? So, but I do want us to be on the same page and on the same team. You can work together, and slowly but surely, one obstacle at a time. You can work through this. I promise you. If you're honest and you're willing to hear each other. Like I said, you might really need to get somebody to facilitate that. Let's get some possible outcomes here. King of Swords. Yeah, they're going to feel more secure and empowered in this relationship by having the knowledge that you share with them about how you feel or what you're thinking or what you really want. Knight of Cups, yeah. It's going to lead to much friendlier energy and cooperation. So, that's what you want, right? But Spirit really wants you to know, please be patient. Please understand that you're working toward the same goal. You're not fighting each other, you're fighting the problem together, okay? It's so important to know that because I think a lot of people, their ego gets in the way and they think, well, if they think this bad thought about me, then I need to tell them how I don't think they're perfect either. And it just escalates and escalates and escalates. Take your ego out of it. Your ego is a lie anyway, right? What's real is this bond that you have. And that's what you need to work on, okay? All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this reading. And I hope it resonated. And I wish you the best of luck. I can see a good outcome here. All right? All right, well, take care. Bye-bye.